Hi everyone, hope you're all tickety-boo. We all know that DJI have released two amazing gimbals and I've got both of them on the way to me. So if you're interested in those, make sure you hit that subscribe because I'll be doing a load of balancing videos like I've done in the previous days for the Ronin SC and the Weeble Zhiyun Weeble S. Now then, the Canon R6, will it balance on the Ronin SC? We all know about the problems that we had with the Canon R and the eyepiece hitting the back. And I did get it to balance as well. And I've also got another video coming up soon with a counterweight system. And then you'll be able to see whether or not that's worth spending out or forking out another 100 quid. Or actually, why don't we just suck it in and buy the new RSC or RSC, yeah, the RSC2. Got to get used to the names because they don't call them Ronin anymore. Now, I'm having trouble filming today because there's some idiot out there standing in the way on a Sunday morning. God, nobody's got any respect, have they? But today, what I'm going to do is balance the R6 on the Ronin SC for you and show you the measurements and things like that like I normally do. Let's roll that intro.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you want to play tough and want to hate this, I'll always show up.
Right, I'll tell you now, it does balance. In a sec, I'll show you the measurements. However, if you're interested in a bit of information around the R6 or actually my views on it, not any technical crap and things like that, there's a link up there, you can go and watch it. Well, I think, do you know what? The Canon R6 is a bloody good camera, probably one of the most underrated cameras of 2020. And it's probably the best camera for most of us anyway, for photos and video. Go and check it out. And here's today's uninteresting fact. Do you know that the North Star is approximately 433 light years away from here? And if you could stand on it, get a telescope out and look down to Earth, close enough obviously to see us, you'd have actually done time travel.
You're gonna see some serious shit.
Because we would be in the 16th century. Let's get into those measurements. Right, you'd be pleased to know that the R6 balances perfectly on the Ronin SC with the RF35. But before I show you the measurements on here, what I need to do is actually show you how to set up the camera itself. So you need to make sure the base plate is flush at the back, okay, with the LCD screen there, whether it's closed in or out, doesn't matter. All right, and then with this piece here, the front support mechanism, what you want to do is make sure it's balanced nicely on there. Don't know if you can see that, if that's close enough for you. Balanced nicely on here. And this is the rim that doesn't actually spin around. All right, once you've got that right, all the other measurements that I'm going to show you on here in a second will work perfectly. Okay, so the side arm here, okay, let's see if we can get that one seen properly, focusing on that. On here, okay, it needs to be 2.5678. That's 2.8. All right, forget about these white marks here. This is where I had it measured for other lenses and things like that. So that's 2.8. On the front here, okay, hopefully you can see that all right. On the front here, yeah, that is 2.1. So that's at 2.1 there. And last but not least, this one, let's move this one out of the way for you so you can see it easier. Unlock that. So on here, just there, you can see that that is set on 1.7. So that's 5, 6, 7. That's 1.7. If you get those measurements right, what you will see, hopefully, because it worked just now for me, is that if we set this one, okay, on here, slide it in, and I've got the marker on there so that it actually sits in nicely. Tighten that one up. Now then, the last measurement you're going to need is this one. So at the back, which you can't quite see under there, that one's actually on 5.5, and on here, so unscrew that, that's 1.5678. It's in between 8 and 9, so that's 1.85. And I'll slide that one back on there. Now, the piece you all want to know is, will the R6 balance on here and not hit the eyepiece? Let's get that around so you can see that. Not hit the eyepiece on the back motors like we had the problems with the EOS R. I can tell you now, it does work, but as always, you all want to see it. So let's boost this little baby up. Unlock all the mechanisms before I burn the motors out. Right, I've already done the balancing test on here, okay, and done all that side of it, and everything come up as excellent. And I'll show you a little snap of that somewhere, I don't know, around here somewhere, okay. And it measures that properly, and I did the old thing where it balances out the motors and everything else. So it's all started up, full movement that way, no eyepiece catching. All right, let's double that, click that. Spins around nicely, and there's no strain on these motors whatsoever. So if you've just purchased the R6 and you already own the Ronin SC, then you've got no worries about this being done. Let's do that one. Okay, put it into the old vortex mode. As you can see, it works lovely. Right, that's it for that, and I'm going to do a few more in another day or so, so stay tuned to the channel and you'll get to see them. See you in a sec. So there you go, just like the Canon R, the R6 balances lovely on the Ronin SC. And if you're only going to use that lovely little lens, the RS? God, I wish they wouldn't change the names of the bloody gimbals and things like that. The RF 35mm, which I use all the time, then to be honest with you, there's probably no point in going out and forking out another 3, 4, 5 or even 800 quid for one of the new gimbals. But I must admit, they are pretty sweet. Now I said earlier on that I've got a counterweight system coming for this, and just one sec, it's over here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna unbox that soon, get it on here, balance the Canon EOS R on it, see if it doesn't hit the eyepiece, and see whether or not this is worth it. To be honest with you, it's 100 quid, yeah, and unless you're gonna keep this, I don't know if it'll actually work neither, because it's bloody well heavy. But we'll find out that, won't we, later on. So if you're interested in that one, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hopefully you found this one useful and you've enjoyed it, especially those uninteresting facts. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe, have fun making stuff. Cheers and go on.